This is the batter for my strawberry cake. It's made with 100% real strawberry and it's packed full of strawberry taste. Watch this video and I will show you how you can make the most amazing strawberry cake you've ever tasted. The key to infusing real fruit flavor into your cake is preparing your fruit properly. You don't want to use whole fruits because it contains too much water and it will ruin your cake batter. So we're going to make a reduction of the strawberry. So we've cut it into smaller pieces, taking the leafy part off, and then we're going to blend it into our blender to create a strawberry puree. So here is my strawberry puree. I will advise that you sieve it because there will be some of the seeds and the pips that you don't want in your cake batter. So make sure that you sieve it. And then you're going to be left with basically pureed strawberry. Now you can't quite use this in your cake. It's still got too much water. So you're going to reduce it. Basically, we're going to cook it on the stove to get all the water content to evaporate, leaving us with a really concentrated, reduced strawberry. And by doing this, you get really concentrated flavor of your fruit and you get rid of all that water. And putting that in your cake batter will infuse so much flavor into your cake. It's important when reducing to make sure that you do this on low heat. You don't want to be on high heat and burn your strawberry. You just want to go slow and steady. You start off with a really thick liquid, and then as you start to reduce it, it becomes thicker and thicker. All the water starts to evaporate until eventually all that you're left with is a thick puree of strawberry flavor that is full of color and taste and flavor. This is what your reduced strawberry puree should look like. And this technique works for other soft fruits like raspberry, blackberry. So by doing this, it allows you to be able to infuse the natural goodness and taste of fresh fruit into your cake batter without the risk of ruining your cake batter. And to be honest, you can even use it for just eating with your yogurt and lots of other uses. So this is actually a good way of infusing strawberry into your cakes in everyday life. Just look at that strawberry goodness. Okay, let's start making our cake batter. So if this is all the ingredients that you need to make your delicious cake. I'm using Greek yogurt. This infuses a lot of moisture and flavor into your cake. Anyway, the full list of all the ingredients that you need is in the description section. Let's get baking. So I'm going to prepare and put all my dry ingredients into a bowl. So I'm starting off using cake flour, which will give our cakes a nice soft consistency. Next, we're going to be adding the leavening agent. So this recipe uses both baking powder as well as bicarbonate of soda as leavening agents for your cake. Add some salt and then mix together to get all the dry ingredients properly combined and set that aside for later. Next, take some room temperature butter, put it into your mixing bowl, add some oil. Whenever you see a cake recipe using butter and oil, you know it's going to be a hit because it combines the two qualities of butter and oil to make a cake that's absolutely delicious. Add your sugar to the butter and oil mixture, and then we're going to cream that nicely together until it's well combined, nice and fluffy. This can take about 3 minutes if you are using a stand mixer. It will take a little bit longer if you are using a hand mixer, and certainly even longer if you're mixing by hand. Don't forget to scrape down your bowl, make sure everything is combined, and then next we're going to add in the eggs. So I sped this up a little bit just so that you can see the process. So you're adding one egg at a time, and I'm actually mixing on medium speed for a couple of seconds after the addition of each egg to get them to mix together. When you've added the last egg, mix for a minute to get it all combined. Next, we're going to add the strawberry reduction. Oh, that looks so good and it smells so strawberry. Once you've added the strawberry reduction, mix it together and you will get a batter that looks pink. If you really want to make it look really pink, then what you can do is add a little bit of food coloring, but this is an optional step. You don't have to do this if you don't want to do that. We're also going to add some vanilla. Vanilla is going to bring the flavor out and really make the cake taste nice. Use vanilla extract, not vanilla essence. So here I'm adding an additional pink coloring, just a touch, just to bring out that color. But like I said earlier, this bit is optional, so you don't have to do that. Mix together to get the color and the vanilla combined together. If you would like to learn how to make more easy cake recipes like this, you should check out my cake recipe playlist that has over 30 easy to follow cake recipes for beginners just like you. And please subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss out on all the great tutorials that I post every single week. Let's get back to our baking. So mix it up nicely and we're going to add Greek yogurt. If you don't have Greek yogurt, you can also substitute using sour cream. The addition of Greek yogurt and sour cream brings moisture and flavor to your cake. So this cake is really nice and soft and moist due to the addition of the Greek yogurt as well as the oil. Next, you're going to add the dry ingredients in batches. So that's the flour with all the other leavening agents and salt. When you are mixing in your flour, you just want to mix until it's just combined, and then I'm adding some extra Greek yogurt, and then I'm going to mix that in and then add the rest of the flour, and then you do this until the flour is fully incorporated into the mixture. So make sure that you mix until just combined. When we say until just combined, what we mean is that as soon as you cannot see any white granules of flour, that's when you should stop. You don't want to keep mixing and mixing and mixing until perfectly smooth, because then you'll be over mixing. What I like to do is, if I'm using my stand mixer, once the flour has started to be incorporated, I will switch to doing it by hand because that gives me more control over the mixing process. And once I can't see any flour granules, I'm going to stop, and that is it. So this is what your cake batter should look like. You should have already prepared your cake pans. If you're stuck and you're not sure how to, I have a foolproof method that works every single time. If you line your cake tins this way, I promise you, your cakes will come out cleanly every single time. Give it a tap and whiz it over to the oven for it to bake, and then it's just a matter of waiting until your cake is ready. And by the time your strawberry cake is ready, you will smell the strawberry. And look at that. You can see that lovely pink color just peeking out from underneath the cake. Set your cake on a wire rack to cool, and then once it's cool, you can decorate with icing and frosting to your heart's content. So this is the finished strawberry cake. You can see it has a nice pink color, nice texture, and I finished it with some Swiss meringue buttercream. I have tutorial showing you how I make Swiss meringue buttercream. The link is in the description. It's a full-length tutorial and it goes through all the steps that you need to learn how to make it. And I also have a tutorial showing you how to make Swiss meringue buttercream strawberry flavor. And
Just have a look at all the playlists, have a look at all the videos. I have lots and lots and lots of videos that will help you make amazing cake. So all that's left to do is have a taste. Very nice. Soft. Good texture. Moist. And I can taste the strawberry, both in the cake itself and in the buttercream. It's absolutely delicious. So I hope that you will try this at home and try out all my other recipes. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.